Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your first quarter reading for January through March of 2022. We're just going to jump right in here, Virgo, and we are going to see what is going on for you. This is going to be part 1. There will be a part 2 as well, which will be linked up down below. And sorry, this entire deck, I've literally said this about 3 times today. This entire deck is upside down. So if you're wondering why I'm flipping the cards over, it's because the whole deck is upside down. It is not. These are not meant to be reversals. I don't read reversals anyway, but again, this is just me not flipping this way so that I will just stay upright. But anyway, there will be a part 2 linked up down below. It's just a free extended, like I've been doing this month, because why not? So let's see. You have this mouse spirit. It says tend to the small things. So I feel for a lot of you, this is talking more, I feel like it's more talking about preparation in this first row very clearly. We'll talk about this in a minute, but what are you preparing for is speed. I think that when we get past like January, if you're watching this in January, it's like as we get into February and March, things are going to be speeding up for you very, very quickly. You are the opposite of Pisces, and so again, I always say that you and Pisces have very, very similar energies. Out of all the opposites, to me, you and Pisces are the most similar opposites. And because of Jupiter in Pisces, this is going to benefit you greatly. And, you know, I think your life is speeding up very quickly. It's like you could be, you know, not only just this first quarter, but I would say this entire year. This reading looks like you're either having like a major accomplishment, something that you want, like a big accomplishment in your life, like marriage, you know, having a family, something you've always wanted, right? And I'm not saying it has to be those things. I'm just giving you an example here. Anything that you would see as something that is a big accomplishment, it could be happening. It's clearly happening for you with this reading. It's probably something you've wanted for a while as well, I would say. So I really would just call this like an accomplishment reading, Virgo, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that this card here, tend to the small things, is like saying in the month of January and probably like the first half of February as well, like the first 2 weeks, I would just be paying attention to things that are important to you, like family, friends. You have the 3 of Cups here. Your health, right? I would make sure you're not sacrificing your health. I would make sure you're not sacrificing sleep, you know, the important things. And that's what this is talking about here, Virgo. You have the Knight of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Ten of Wands. Again, this starts off a little slow here in this first row, but I don't really feel like this is a bad thing. Sorry, let me just start my timer. If I don't start my timer, I don't pay attention. So what I would say here is that I feel like things could be moving forward very, very quickly for you, especially with this Knight of Swords. But the Knight of Swords, you know, his horse looks very, very stressed out. You know, if you look at that horse, it looks like it's like stressing out and it's working too hard. So the Knight of Swords always reminds us to make sure that we're not like working ourselves to the bone. The Knight of Swords says, you know, balance. We have to do things in balance like we do with the Temperance card. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you could be wanting to get moving, wanting to push it to the limits, which is great, because I feel like you could be accomplishing a lot. But I feel like at the beginning of the year, if you're feeling tired, take a rest. If you're feeling sick, take a rest. If you feel like you need more sleep, rest. If you feel like you need more food, eat more food. Literally just saying, like, listen to your, you know, listen to your body, listen to yourself. That's what I'm getting here. Temperance, again, I feel like this is just talking about balance, doing things in balance. And the Ten of Wands, again, would make sense with that mouse spirit. Again, the mouse spirit says tend to the small things. Ten of Wands is like a bunch of little responsibilities. You can see that he's carrying 10 wands, but he's about to reach this village in the background here. So he's about to release the heavy burdens that he has been carrying for a long period of time. And I feel that for you, clearly. You have this a long way home card. It's kind of like a long way coming, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like something you've been waiting for a long time is like showing up in your life. But it's not something that you didn't work for. You know, this is clearly something that you've been working towards, like a goal, dream, you know, something big, like I said, like marriage, family, starting a business, anything like that. It looks like it's coming in for you. If you've wanted to move as well, this could be like you moving or traveling. I just think the Ten of Wands is maybe like some of the extra responsibilities that you have to clean up, or, you know, maybe you have some responsibilities you have to take care of before you make a change or transition here. And I don't know, that's that's life, right? So I feel like you're just like preparing with this, and I feel like it'll be worth it as well. You know, in like kind of, I'm getting some weird messages here in this first row. So it's like maybe you want to move, but maybe you have to save some money. It's like that could be a little bit of a burden, right? With the 10 of Wands. I kind of feel like as we move through the reading, it's saying it's worth it. Like let's say you want to move to like another country or move cross country. Maybe you want to move somewhere far away. It's like it could be a little bit of a burden because maybe you have to make some sacrifices to save some money to be able to do that. That's how I'm seeing this reading. And I would say it's worth it. I'm not saying you're moving either. You know, you could be saving to start a business. Same thing. It's like I feel like this reading is saying that the burdens are going to be worth it. Like saving money, or maybe you had to go to school to get a certification. It's like the 10 of Wands is saying that whatever you have had to do, like the burdens you've had to carry, are worth it. That's how I'm seeing this. Next, you have this safe and surrounded by love. It says, keep your heart open and know you are protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. So, like I said, I feel like you know that things are coming in for you. You probably can see this. I see this as the accomplishment right here, this a long way home card. I just feel like it's saying you've been waiting for an accomplishment for a long time. You've been focused on achieving something great for a very long period of time. And I feel like this card here is just saying you know that it's coming. You know that it's like going to show up in your life. So there's really no need to doubt it. You have the 2 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups in this row. I definitely feel the disappointments. I mean, pretty much all of 2021, your readings were pretty good, but there were some disappointments showing up in those readings, and you have it here again. I just think it's talking about the past disappointments, the disappointments that you have been through in your life, and the fact that maybe at certain points or at certain times, certain things didn't work out for you as you expected or as you wanted. But that's how I'm seeing it. It's like sometimes I think we tell ourselves a story in our head, like, I'm going to go start this family, or I'm going to go get married, or I'm going to start this business. And it's like we see it in a certain amount of steps. This, to me, is saying that things have probably never gone according to plan for you. Virgo, maybe you've experienced a lot of roadblocks, a lot of blockages. But I think you need to be grateful for that. The 5 of Cups says turn around. When you turn around and see these 2 cups, you see this bridge that leads to this castle over here. The other thing that's popping into my head for you, Virgo, is that it's like the exact, plan that you have in your head might not actually be the thing that like truly makes you fulfilled or truly makes you happy. I mean, I don't really have a good example for this other than tarot. I mean, this is what I do, but this was like not in the plans for me. Like me doing this as a career or whatever you want to call it. I don't really consider it a business necessarily either, but whatever you want to call it, it's like this is not me going according to plan. But I'm super happy that this is how things went, obviously, because I love doing this now. But like back in the day, I really just didn't think this is like what I would be doing. That's like the 5 of Cups. It's like I trust me, when I first started this channel, I was focused on something else, the 3 cups over here. But if I just turned around, I would see something that actually brought true stability into my life. So again, I'm not telling you this to talk about myself. I'm telling you this because, again, I feel like you're going to have a similar experience where it's like maybe you've been focused on one thing, but it's like actually something else is going to be much better for you. It's going to lead to fulfillment and happiness and probably a wish. 9 of Cups definitely, I feel, is saying make a wish, Virgo. So I do feel this card specifically is asking you to make a wish so that you can have some wish fulfillment in your life. And I feel like you need to dream big as well. The 2 of Pentacles is about putting in the work. So I do feel it is time for you to kind of like put in the work and to make things happen with the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles also says work hard, play hard. Just like you have a lot of symbolism here. Knight of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. These are cards that really say, make sure you're not ignoring a certain aspect of yourself that needs energy, that needs attention, that needs something. It could be like your family, it could be your health, it could be anything. But 2 of Pentacles, like work hard, play hard. So if you're working hard, make sure to play hard. If you're working hard, make sure you're paying attention to your family, your friends, and other things in your life. It kind of wants you to create that balance. And I do feel that is like one of the most important things here. Although this looks like a very good reading, like I said, I feel it's going to be very important for you to focus on your, other things that are important in your life as well. Next, you have this A Long Way Home card. I put this card down. I was like, oh, a long time coming. It's like you've been working for something for a very long period of time, and now it's finally entering into your life. So I feel like this card, it's like, but I feel this is something that you see coming. You see that it's like this balloon that's floating in the sky, Virgo, and I feel that you kind of like see a reward that is entering into your life. It's like you see it in the distance. This is kind of feeling very like motivational for you, Virgo. And this is where things are speeding up for you. I feel that in this last row, this is where the speed kind of comes in, even though you have the Knight of Swords, which is, very speedy, very quick type of energy. I feel like this is where things start happening much faster in your life in the last row. And again, there's going to be a part 2 to this reading. We're going to clarify. We're going to see what's up. But I feel like things are speeding up. And it's probably because you see that something is within your reach. Something is right in front of you to grab. We even have the 7 of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the 3 of Cups. It's clear to me that you have been very patient as well, Virgo. So I feel like you've been very patient. You've been trying to manifest the things that you desire to have in your life. Temperance, Strength card. You've been waiting for, something to show up here. And even the 7 of Pentacles, it's like you've been waiting for the right moment. We could look at the 7 of Pentacles and say that it's a card of analysis. He's like analyzing those 7 pentacles, but he's also, waiting for the perfect moment to pick those pentacles. We could say that he is waiting for those pentacles to be ripe. He is waiting for those pentacles to be ready for him to pick. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this card is saying you're waiting for the perfect moment to harvest, or to have a harvest. But this card is also very similar to that Mouse Spirit card. 7 of Pentacles, card of analysis. It's a card of the small details. It's like you're very focused on the small details of life. I feel like this 3 of Cups is talking about kind of like gaining a new perspective. I'm actually going to get nosy right away. I'm going to pull another row in just a second because I want more detail on this 3 of Cups for you. And it's kind of like, I just feel like it could be saying that, if you have these specific goals, if you have something you want to achieve, I feel like there could be some outside perspective from like another person in your life that could like speed things up even more, which would actually be a good thing. And for some of you, I kind of feel it's like around that mid-February through March time frame that you could be I don't know if I would call this person a guide necessarily, but I think they kind of are. But it's like someone physical in your physical life, so it could be like a friend, a family member, something like that. For some of you, I feel that this person gives you a perspective on like how to accomplish some sort of goal. For others, I feel like this person could be giving you a gift. For those of you that like want to move, that are trying to get a leg up, I'm kind of seeing this reading also as like a person who's important to you, giving you like a leg up, so to speak, in your life. That's going to be for some of you. Let's get more details on this 3 of Cups. You have the Chariot. There you go. Are you kidding me? Moving. Some of you definitely are moving or traveling or something like that, Virgo, with the Chariot. But again, a victory. Really nice. Queen of Wands, being bold, being assertive. Queen of Wands really asks you to speak up as well. I feel like you get the Queen of Wands a lot. I'm not sure, but Queen of Wands is a card of like speaking up and speaking your mind, and she's very bold and assertive. She really goes for things that she wants. So I feel like you need to do that. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, really solid opportunity coming in for you. It could be a gift. Like I said, there could be like, I kind of got this like gift feeling, I'll just say this. If you like, let's say you want to move somewhere, I feel like someone could be giving you like the gift of money, or could be assisting you at the very least in moving. Same thing in like work or business as well. It's like someone is believing in you, or the words that are popping into my head. So if you're like starting a business, there could be assistance for you. Maybe the challenge is that Queen of Wands, so maybe you're gonna have to speak up, or maybe you're just uncomfortable accepting gifts into your life. I would accept it here. The Chariot, definitely a victory. This is a really good reading so far, Virgo. So I feel like there are good things coming in for you, and it's clearly something that's been a long time coming. And again, I feel like you see it. It's like, again, the best way I could say it's like within your reach. It's within your grasp. I feel like you're just gonna grab onto something here. So looks good. We're gonna clarify again. Part 2 is down below. It's free, of course. It's on YouTube. So feel free to watch that. Definitely check it out down below. I also will put it somewhere up here as well. But looks good so far. So thank you for being here, Virgo. Really appreciate it. And I will see you in part 2.